Hey, what's going on, everybody? I've got the trailer loaded up. I'm about to head to the dump, but like I said, I was gonna have a video out today. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna run to the dump. I'm gonna show you how that little trick that I used those sticks the other day to tie the tow strap onto the sticks, how I'm gonna use that to pull off that load of brush. So hopefully when I get there, I can find a log or something like that to be able to tie to. If not, if the guy's down there pushing brush with the dozer or whatever he's using, I can just, you know, let him hook up to the rope and tie it off, and either have him pull backwards or me forwards, or maybe both. Who knows? How easy was that? Of course, you missed a little bit. The stuff's not real compacted or anything, so, but luckily my guy here at the dump was able to help me today. But I'm gonna get all this ready and get out of his way, and we will be down the road. Awesome. So I'm gonna just pick the rest of this up by hand. Guys, when they get full of brush here, they make the mulch, and I showed up today when they were making some mulch. So we get to see some of the machines working. Of course, I couldn't be over here if the mulch grinder was going, but luckily I was able to get over here just in time and get a little bit of footage. It's a mean machine right there. What a cool experience to be able to see that mulcher in action. Of course, I'm standing back here, but I can see it from over here when they're running it. Thing's no joke, man. That's a wood chipper. Whew. I would not want to get caught up in. So props to those guys for turning all this brush into mulch. But just wanted to let y'all know I took the blowers out of the racks for that, because I did not want the tubes or any kind of the cables to get caught up while that was getting pulled off the trailer. All right, guys, we're back at the house, and had a request to do a video concerning the Toro walk behind. It's the T-handle, it's belt drive. Big question for a lot of y'all. When the season hits and you're out cutting grass all day and you get home, is that something you want to do, is cut your own yard? I mean, you're going to, because you're not going to pay somebody to do it, obviously. But is that something you want to do? Just come home and cut your own yard? For me, yes. Yes. I love cutting my yard. I love having one of the nicest yards in the neighborhood. You know, coming home and making sure it looks good. There's still some bare spots and stuff like that, but I actually did 2 seedings last fall. The first one I did was late October, whenever I got home from the GIE, and we did it in November again, because we had some crazy weather. So the timing was great. We had a lot of rainfall, of course. Before the GIE, we were, you know, there wasn't really any rain in our area anyways, and you know, I came home. On the way home, it was raining. It was the first rain we'd had in a while. It actually got kind of cold that night, and you know, that kind of got me thinking, yeah, it's time, we need to do this before we get some frost. So I actually went out and aerated a couple of yards and did mine. And then whenever, I guess after about 2 or 3 weeks, I decided, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and hit it again, because I hit it kind of light the first time. And I've got a lot of Bermuda in my front yard. It's dormant right now and it's covered up with fescue. It looks really good. But of course, whenever summer rolls back around, that Bermuda's probably gonna drown out a lot of the fescue. And of course with the heat and stuff too, it's not really fescue's friend. So in the back I did somewhat of a shade mix, and then the front was just your regular transition blend fescue. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce y'all to Tori. Tori is my Toro 48-inch turbo force walk behind. I'm letting it run just because I haven't got it out in so long, so I'm gonna cut it off. So she's a 48-inch turbo force walk behind. It is a belt drive. I've just recently done the oil change or full tune-up on it. So the big question was the T-handle drive. Right here you've got your blade safety, your PTO. It'll disengage it when it's let off. So that's a safety feature, and really nice safety feature. So with the, you can see right here, forward will engage the pulley to engage the tires to move. When you pull back on it, it is a brake. So, and the brake actually works really good. It's got and that needs to be adjusted too to get it to work, but I never use it because whenever I put it on the trailer, I strap it down. I've had that brake release come off last season, and kind of a funny story behind that. So we just finished up for the day. We were heading back, and there was kind of a stretch, and we got stopped at a red light, and another lawn care truck pulled up beside us, and it was the end of the day, you know. I was pretty much ready to get home. So that light turned green, and gave it some gas, and little Tori here was the only one on the trailer, and it slammed back and messed up the gate on one of my older trailers that I'd sold a while back. But so I don't, until I get that fixed, I don't trust it just for that. So I use a strap, and keeps her snug in her spot where she needs to be. So this is I did put a little flap down there. It's a striping kit that I bought probably 10 years ago I had a bad boy MZ48, and I think I still have some pictures of it. I might try and throw it up in the video somewhere. It's got the Kawasaki FF's 541V. It's 18 horsepower. It's got plenty of power for a walk behind. So you've got your ignition, turn it off and on. To engage the PTO, this has to be pushed in, and then throttle, choke, yeah, levers. So anyways, turn that on. Usually just a simple pull. This thing is always, it's always started right up. Even just pulling it out, haven't ran it in forever. Put it on choke, throttled it all the way down, first pull, cranked right up. So I'll show y'all how to drive it. So the brake being on, take the brake off. Now each side you push, I'll turn that off. So when you push this side, of course it's a full bar, but you can see it's got some turn in it. When you push one side, it'll engage that side. You push the other side, and usually as you're driving it, you'll tend to, of course, using both hands, but you will hold one side back and one side will go forward. That'll engage that wheel to drive. So of course you can drive this thing one-handed. It's simple. You push forward to go forward, and with it being belt drive, you do have a transmission down here. You got reverse, neutral, 1 through 5, and 5 you pretty much have to trot with it because it'll go. I do just have the weights back here because that's what it came with when I bought it. I haven't really messed with that. It gives some good center of gravity or weight distribution. So this thing holds hills like crazy. Even having the small tires on it, you air them down to about 8 psi and it will hold quite the hill. And I'll of course show you that. And you've seen one of the videos at one of the duplexes. It's got a pretty decent sized hill in the front yard, and that's really all the yard is just the front yard, and it's got a huge hill, and this thing just holds on to it. I tried to take the V-Ride 2 onto it, but it did not want to handle the hill. Kept sliding. I didn't want to rut it up, so we just used the light walk behind. So I'll drive it around, show you the hand controls, and of course I'll just be using one hand, but you can see how steadily I can try not to mess up my stripes. So we'll turn it back on. It's in 3rd gear. So there you have it. Very easy to drive even with just one hand. So there she is. I'm not sure the year of it. I think it's maybe 2016, 2015, something like that. I think I looked it up at one time, and I just kind of, I guess I forgot. So of course I can look up the serial number right there and get a year. I think it's 16. But I bought this used from a buddy of mine in 2018. And it's been a decent little mower. So thank y'all for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe. Leave me a comment if you want to see anything. This was a request from Talll, and I think he's got 3 L's in his name, so if you're trying to look him up, I'll put him in the, I'll probably throw him up right here. Thank you, Talll. So if y'all have anything you want to see as far as any of my equipment goes, which I think I'll do some kind of 2020 what I'm going to be using video soon. So let me know what you want to see. Thanks, Gary. Peace.